Hey guys, it's Wolverine here, back again with another little video here on my sports channel, and I am here with Super Nuclear, the Kentucky fan.
What up?
Yeah, he's a big Kentucky fan, and he always brags about how much he loves college basketball. But I mean, there's a lot of people who love college basketball, and this is a really special time of year, March Madness. A lot of people who absolutely, they love sneak watching when they're at work, and they love just having parties and stuff during this time. And it's a fun time. And I'm just hoping that this year's tournament is better than last year's, because last year's, not that it was bad, but there wasn't even really any massive upsets. It was all chalk. Like, literally, the lowest seed that made the Elite Eight last year was a 3 seed. Like, listen, I'm not complaining. Most of the games were pretty good, but like, come on, I need to see some more upsets.
Well, I think a lot of that had to do with the top 16 teams were historically great. Like the SEC got an historic amount of teams in it. I thought all the one seeds were unbelievably good and just it was going to be cakewalk for all the one seeds to get to the final four.
Right. Like, I really thought that if Tennessee wanted to make the Final Four, that was the year we was finally going to do it, considering all the other one seeds won, and it's been a really long time since all the one seeds have been in the Final Four. But of course, that didn't come to tuition. Houston, of course, pretty much just flat out beat us that day.
And I wonder why. It's because you used all your energy in your Super Bowl victory against Kentucky.
Sure, pal. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. But anyways, we're going to be making our March Madness predictions, and how we're going to be doing this is I'm going to make a bracket, and then right after, Nuclear is going to make a bracket. So I guess we'll go ahead and get into this. Share screen. I don't need these tips. There we go. Add to stage. There we go. All right.
That's the men's, right?
Yeah, this is the men's.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to be starting out with my bracket. So starting off with Duke and Siena. Obviously, Duke. They've been looking really good this year. They've been looking like probably the best team. But I do think it is somewhat unfair, though, that Duke, the number 1 overall seed, is playing, in my opinion, the best 16 seed in Siena. Duke, of course, will still blow them out, but I think that's still kind of unfair to Duke.
Who cares about a 16 seed, dude? Unless you're FDU or UMBC, you stand no chance.
Yeah. And then Ohio State versus TCU. This one's pretty much a coin flip. Most people picking Ohio State. Ohio State, I think, actually has been on a pretty good run recently. Looks like they kind of have, but I think TCU. Ugh. This is a toss up. I think I'm just gonna stick with Ohio State, because apparently Ohio State is supposed to be the best 8 seed. So I guess I'll just stick with that. I'll stick with Ohio State. And then St. John's versus Northern Iowa. St. John's has been playing some good basketball recently. But Northern Iowa, last time they were in the tournament, they hit the half-court shot buzzer beater against Texas. And it seems like every single time Northern Iowa makes the tournament, they make a little bit of noise. But I think St. John's is playing too good right now. Give me the Johnnies in this one. So far I got all chalk. All right, and then Kansas versus Cal Baptist. A lot of people picking Kansas, but Cal Baptist, call me crazy, I could possibly see them pulling off this upset. Cal Baptist is a good team. I do think Kansas is probably still going to win, though, in my opinion, but I could actually see Cal Baptist pulling this off. All right, and then Louisville versus South Florida. I'm about to make Nuclear really happy right here. I'm taking South Florida in the upset. I think South Florida's been playing really good. They just won the America tournament. In my opinion, they're definitely one of the more underrated mid-major teams heading into this tournament. And Louisville, they haven't really been impressing me recently, to be honest with you. So yeah, I got South Florida. Give me the Bulls. And then we got Michigan State versus North Dakota State. North Dakota State apparently is a good 14 seed, but I still don't think it's going to be enough for Tom Izzo. I think Tom Izzo is too powerful in March. Give me Michigan State. And then UCLA versus UCF. This is another tricky one. I could see this one going either way, but I think I'm going to take UCLA. And then UConn versus Furman. UConn. They've been looking pretty good. All right, then Florida versus either Prairie View or friggin' Lehigh, Florida.
Don't sleep on Lehigh. They've done it before.
Well, they was a 15 seed when they beat Duke.
Yeah, but still.
And plus that Lehigh team had... You know who was on that Lehigh team, don't you?
It was C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, C.J. McCollum was on that Lehigh team.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right, and then Clemson versus Iowa, another toss-up. I guess give me Iowa. I could see Clemson pulling this off. I think Clemson could be a dangerous team. Somewhat. And then Vanderbilt versus McNeese. McNeese is a good team. This could actually go either way, I feel like. I really want to pick McNeese here. I really do. Just because it would be funny to see Vanderbilt lose in the first round. You know what? Screw it. Give me McNeese. Why not? All right, and then Nebraska versus Troy. I got Nebraska. I think Nebraska will finally get their first ever tournament win. Like, I think they're finally going to do it. All right, the North Carolina versus VCU. North Carolina's still without Caleb Wilson, and VCU's been playing some good ball recently. Give me Virginia Commonwealth. Give me them to pull off the upset. And then Illinois versus Penn. Congrats to Penn on making the tournament. It ends here. Illinois, I think, gets the job done. And then St. Mary's versus Texas A&M. Honestly, give me A&M. I think A&M has actually been playing some solid ball recently. And then Houston versus Idaho. Houston. I just don't see Idaho pulling off the upset. And then Arizona versus Long Island. Arizona. And then Villanova versus Utah State. Utah State has been looking pretty good. I'm taking them. You could argue that they might be underseeded. And then Wisconsin versus High Point. This is going to be another interesting game. High Point has a player, I think, who has shot the most three-pointers in college basketball this year.
So Jack Golke.
Yeah. And if he gets hot, then I think Wisconsin might be screwed. I'm going to take Wisconsin still. I'm going to take Wisconsin. But I could very well see High Point pulling off that upset. And then Arkansas versus Hawaii. Arkansas. I heard Hawaii is actually a team that you should not sleep on, but Arkansas is just playing too good right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. It would be hilarious if Hawaii pulled it off, but Arkansas is just playing too good right now. All right, then BYU versus either Texas or NC State. Give me BYU. And then Gonzaga versus Kennesaw. Gonzaga. And then Miami versus Missouri. Give me Miami. So, yeah, this is just going to be basically all chalk. And then Purdue versus Queens. Congrats to Queens on making your first ever NCAA tournament appearance in Division I. But you're about to get creamed. And then Michigan versus UMBC or Howard. Imagine if UMBC does it again. Just imagine.
Hey, if that happens, it would open the door for a lower seed in that region to win.
I mean, yeah, if that happens, you could see a lower seeded team in that division make a Final Four run possibly. Maybe like St. Louis comes out of nowhere. Maybe Santa Clara, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Or maybe even.
Nah, that's not happening.
You never know. All right, Michigan will win. Let's be honest here. Then Georgia versus St. Louis. Give me St. Louis. I think St. Louis has been playing pretty good. All right, then Texas Tech versus Akron. I think Texas Tech is without one of their best players. So maybe, just maybe, Akron could pull this off. You know what? Screw it. Give me Akron. Why not? All right, then Alabama versus Hofstra. Give me Alabama. Even though I think Hofstra has been looking like a pretty good team. All right, then Tennessee versus either.
Oh, hold up. There's something to mention here. Aiden Holloway, Alabama player, arrested for smoking weed.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Is he even any good?
Hold up. Let me check his stats.
Because if he's any good, I might actually consider taking Hofstra.
What day is this game?
It's on the 20th, so Friday, I believe. Yeah, Friday.
Okay, hold up. I'm looking it up. He's their second leading scorer.
Oh. You know what? Screw it. Give me Hofstra. Why not? All right, the Tennessee versus either Miami of Ohio or SMU. As a Tennessee fan, I am hoping and praying Miami of Ohio wins because that would be an easier matchup than SMU. And if you haven't seen, somebody made a tweet earlier saying like there was a tweet saying 11 of these teams could win a natty this year. And it said no team since 1997 has won the natty without being top 40 in offense and top 25 in defense in KenPom. And Tennessee was one of those 11 teams, believe it or not. Which is crazy to me. But I honestly think Tennessee is going to win here. I don't. Because I think Tennessee, I think our guard play, and I think Akbar is going to be playing some good ball. It just depends on if Jalen Carey sells. If he sells, then yeah, maybe we could lose. But I don't think he's going to get a lot of shots. I think Tennessee is going to win their first game. All right, and then Virginia versus Wright State. Call me crazy. I think this could be a potential 14-3. Wright State's a good team. They are no slouch. But I do think Virginia will still win because I think Virginia, they have a good defense, and I think Wright State, I don't think they're going to have enough for that team. Who knows? I think Wright State could possibly pull it off. I think they're definitely going to keep it closer than a lot of people think. But I think Virginia is still going to hold on. All right, then Kentucky versus Santa Clara. This game could go either way, too. It really could.
It all totally depends on what day Kentucky is having, because they're inconsistent as hell.
Yeah. Hmm. You know what? In my other bracket, since I picked Santa Clara, I'll take Kentucky here. All right, then Iowa State versus Tennessee State. Iowa State. Like, come on. All right. Second round finally. Duke versus Ohio State. Duke. And then St. John's versus Kansas. Give me St. John's in this one. They've been impressing me. And then South Florida versus Michigan State. Michigan State. And then give me UConn over UCLA. And then Florida versus Iowa. Give me Florida. Nebraska, McNeese. Give me Nebraska. Give me Nebraska. VCU, Illinois, and then Houston. And then Arizona, Arkansas, Gonzaga, Purdue, Michigan. Give me Akron over Hofstra. Give me, as much as I hate to do it, give me Virginia over Tennessee. And then give me Iowa State over Kentucky. All right, Sweet 16. Duke over St. John's. I'm going to give me Michigan State over UConn, actually. Yeah, I said it. And then Florida, Houston, Arizona, Purdue, Michigan, Iowa State. And then Duke versus Michigan State, Duke. Arizona versus Purdue. Give me Purdue in this one, actually. All right, then Michigan versus Iowa State, Michigan. And then Florida versus Houston. Give me Houston, because I think they'll get revenge for last year. And then Duke versus Houston, I'm going to take Duke here. And then Purdue versus Michigan, I think Michigan will get revenge. So Duke versus Michigan in the national championship. Didn't these two teams play in the regular season?
Yeah, in February.
Yeah, who won?
It was Duke by a little bit.
So, you know what? Give me Michigan. I picked them in my other bracket. I'll stick with them here. I think Michigan. I think they got good guard play. Cadeau's been playing great. That center they have is really good too. So yeah, give me Michigan to win the whole thing.
Okay. So since I can't really share my screen, do you think pull up like another empty bracket?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay. All right. So first game, Duke versus Siena. Duke easily by like 40.
Okay.
Ohio State, TCU. I'm actually going to go out on a limb and say TCU will win this game. And then St. John's versus, what is that, Northern Iowa. I think St. John's is pretty underseeded. I thought they should have been a 3. So I'm going to pick St. John's in this game.
Oh, all right.
Kansas, Cal Baptist. So, about Kansas, they have this guy named Darren Peterson. He's really, really good. But the issue is he doesn't play all the time, and he causes a lot of off-the-court drama. And combined with just like the overall bad vibes of Kansas, I'm going to pick Cal Baptist to upset Kansas here.
I actually kind of like that. Dude, Cal Baptist is no slouch this year. I am telling you.
All right. Next up, Louisville, South Florida. Just Pat Kelsey cannot get that tournament win. South Florida wins.
All right.
And then I think Michigan State wins that game against North Dakota State. I think UCF pulls up the 10-7 upset against UCLA.
I could definitely see that going either way.
Oh, who just joined?
Oh, my friend Alex, he joined.
Oh. UConn wins easily.
All right.
Give me Florida against, I would think, was it? I think it'll be against Lehigh. Give me Iowa to win this one against Clemson. And then I think Vanderbilt will hold the ground against McNeese, still win. And then Nebraska looking for their first tournament win ever. I think Troy upsets them. I'm picking Troy.
Oh, dang. Okay.
And then for the 6-11 North Carolina VCU, even without Caleb Wilson, I think North Carolina will win this one. And then Illinois versus Penn, give me Illinois.
All right.
St. Mary's versus Texas A&M. I think St. Mary's gets the win over Texas A&M. And then Houston wins. All right. Much as I love the LIU Sharks fins up chant or whatever it is, Arizona wins.
All right.
I was originally going to say Utah State on this one, but I think Villanova's going to pull it out.
All right.
Give me Wisconsin on this one. And then, oh boy, would this just be a Cal thing to do? Lose to Hawaii.
I
But I
mean,
don't think it's happening.
yeah, Hawaii apparently is not a team to be slept on, but I think Arkansas will still get that one.
I think BYU wins against NC State, who will win the playing game against Texas. Gonzaga will win. I think Miami will win. And I think Purdue would win. I think Michigan beats UMBC. Give me St. Louis against Mickey Mouse. I think this is tough, but I do think Texas Tech will win this game.
All right.
And I do think, even though while all the drama behind the scenes with Aiden Holloway is going on, I do think Alabama will find a way to win. I want to do it against Miami, Ohio, but I have to pick Tennessee. Give me Virginia against Wright State.
All right.
And Kentucky, Santa Clara. I see all these people just afraid of Santa Clara for no reason, even though, yes, we have still like war flashbacks of St. Peter's, Doug Eater, Oakland, Jack Golke, but we are still Kentucky, and we should not lose to these teams called Santa Clara. Kentucky wins.
All right. Or my bad.
And then Iowa State.
All right.
I got Duke against TCU winning. St. John's will win against sorry, not Duke, Cal Baptist. South Florida loses to Michigan State. UConn totally destroys UCF. Florida will beat Iowa. Vanderbilt will beat Troy. Illinois will win. Houston.
All right.
Arizona wins. Give me Wisconsin in the second round game.
Okay.
BYU Gonzaga. Give me Gonzaga. Give me Purdue. Give me Michigan. Give me Alabama. Virginia will win against Tennessee, and unfortunately, I want to do it real bad against Iowa State, but Iowa State's just too good, and we're just gonna fall in the second round.
All right.
Duke versus St. John. I think that's gonna be like a really close game, but I do think Duke will pull it out in the end. Michigan State, UConn. You know what? Give me Michigan State, Tom Izzo against Dan Hurley. I think Tom Izzo will win that game.
I like it.
Florida versus Vanderbilt. Call me crazy. I think Vanderbilt's going to the Elite Eight.
Oh God. If you pick Vandy to make the Final Four, dude. All right.
I think Houston wins. Arizona ends Wisconsin's run.
Yeah, I was on the right track.
I think Gonzaga beats Purdue.
Oh, okay.
I got Michigan beating Alabama. Shocker there. We haven't seen that multiple times in football. Iowa State wins that. All right. Oh, this is tough. You know what? Give me Tom Izzo to make the Final Four.
Ooh, okay.
Give me Houston.
All right.
Give me Arizona to win that. And give me... that's a tough one. Give me Michigan.
All right.
I think Michigan is going to beat Arizona. And then I think Tom Izzo gets to the national championship game.
Oh, so a rivalry game in the national title.
I think this would be the first Big Ten title in how many years? 26?
Maybe.
So here's what's going to happen. I think Michigan has the talent, obviously, to win it all. But guess what? It's been 26 years since Tom Izzo has won a ring, and he finally does it again at Michigan State and wins the national championship.
All right. And I guess I'll just put that much. Nah.
Oh, my God.
All right, so you got Michigan State.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, let me see. Is Michigan State? Oh, Michigan State is actually one of the 11 teams listed on this list. So maybe Michigan State does do it. I don't know. All right, and then I need to create another bracket. All right, and then Alex is in here. Yo, Alex.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah. We can
All
hear you.
right.
All right, it's your turn to make a bracket.
All right, let's get this show on the road. First, Duke, Siena. It'd be funny if Siena wins, but give me Duke by however much they want.
All right.
Ohio State and TCU. I think a lot of people think this is going to be like mostly Ohio State, but in my opinion, TCU is just war ready. I think TCU gets it over Ohio State.
All right.
St. John's, Northern Iowa. This is definitely one of the games I got on upset watch. But give me St. John's is going to take care of business. So give me St. John's over Northern Iowa.
All right.
Kansas and Cal Baptist. This is a game I have as an upset threat, meaning like it could happen. It's more likely to happen, but it might not happen. In my opinion, this one is going to be close, but Kansas should get the win.
All right.
Louisville, South Florida. This is the game that I have on upset warning. I picked multiple times for USF to beat Louisville, and I'm not changing it. Give me USF over Louisville. Michigan
Right.
State, North Dakota State. Michigan State by 10. UCF, UCLA. UCLA is good, but I think UCF can make a little bit of noise this year in March Madness, and I think UCF gets the first round win. Give me UCF over UCLA, and then UConn over Furman.
All right.
Next, it doesn't matter who Florida's gonna play. I got Florida winning, but just in case, if I did have to pick, I would choose Prairie View A&M over Lehigh.
All right.
Clemson, Iowa. I'm going Iowa. I despise Clemson with all of my life, and plus, Clemson lost a lot of production and losing their starting center to a torn ACL. So that would just put them more down the hole. And so give me Iowa to win it over Clemson. Vanderbilt McNeese. This is definitely an upset watch because even though Vandy's a good team, McNeese is known for making these big upsets. Like when they beat Clemson last year, and they made it a match against Purdue until Purdue pulled away. Obviously, McNeese is not the team they were last year. I think this team this year is better than they were last year. And I think Vanderbilt just overlooks McNeese. So with that being said, give me McNeese over Vanderbilt.
Ooh, McNeese over Vandy. All right.
Nebraska, Troy. You know, Nebraska's never won an NCAA tournament game. I think they finally get the job done. Give me Nebraska over Troy.
All right.
North Carolina, VCU. This one's going to be tough. You know, North Carolina VCU's a very tough team to play, and they always come into these games where they shock everybody. And North Carolina losing Caleb Wilson for the rest of the season, that definitely hurts. I've thought about it a lot over these past couple of days. I've thought VCU would win this, but over the past couple of hours, I'm gonna shift to North Carolina beating VCU.
All right.
Illinois and Penn. This one shouldn't be close at all. Give me Illinois over Penn. St. Mary's A&M. This one's going to be a good game. I don't think any team is going to get over a 10-point lead. It's going to stay within the 9-point distance. A&M can shoot the ball well, but it's a matter of. But they are also kind of a very streaky team. And you know, if you're playing against a team like St. Mary's, I don't think you have to be firing on all cylinders. And give me St. Mary's over A&M.
All right.
And then Houston over Idaho. Arizona, Long Island. It's going to be an absolute blowout. we're gonna be having shark gumbo after what Arizona does to them. Give me Arizona over Long Island.
All right.
Villanova, Utah State. This is definitely going to be a tough one. I know Utah State's really good. Villanova's pretty good. I know Utah State's been pretty good this year, but when I think it comes to March Madness, in my opinion, Villanova has had much more success in March Madness. You know, 2 national championships, a good bit Final Four appearances, and Elite Eight appearances. I think Villanova is ready for these type of games, and that's why I think Villanova will beat Utah State.
All righty.
Wisconsin High Point. This is going to be a tough one. This one's going to be another close game. I think. Don't get me wrong. Wisconsin's a good team, but can they go with the shooting team that High Point is? I don't see that happening. Give me High Point over Wisconsin.
Ooh. Okay. I like it.
Arkansas, Hawaii. If this was no offense to any Kentucky fans, but if this was a Kentucky John Calipari team,
Are you kidding me?
this would have been a much different game. But it's Arkansas, John Calipari. Darius Acuff is hot. All the other players on Arkansas is hot. And then I know Hawaii's not a team to sleep on, but I just see Arkansas pulling away late and beating Hawaii by 12. BYU and versus the winner of Texas and NC State. For me, it depends on who BYU plays. If they play Texas, I think BYU will handle them. If they play NC State, it'll be pretty close. But I think Texas will beat NC State, so give me BYU over Texas.
All right.
Gonzaga, Kennesaw State. One of the people that go to my school actually committed to Kennesaw State. I would have chose Kennesaw State, but we got to be realistic. Gonzaga will wipe the floor with Kennesaw State. Give me Gonzaga over Kennesaw State.
Right.
Miami versus Missouri. You know, I like what Dennis Gates got going on with Missouri. You know, 3 tournament appearances in the last 4 years. What was the last? Did Miami make the tournament last year? Or I don't think Miami made the tournament last year.
I don't think they did.
But this year's Miami team is a lot better than last year's Miami team. Miami, this game will be close, but I think my Dennis Gates will get the signature win that he's been looking for. Missouri has been looking for in March Madness. Give me the 10 over the 7.
All right.
And then Purdue and Queens. Great Cinderella story that Queens has been having. Their first NCAA tournament and their last. This will be Purdue's just gonna wipe the floor with them. Give me Purdue giving Queens their first and last ever March Madness loss.
Wait, why is it their last?
They're merging with Elon,
Oh.
which I do not get. Michigan, it doesn't matter who Michigan plays. Give me Michigan by a lot. Now here's Georgia St. Louis. This is definitely going to be one of the best games in the first round. You got Santos Cerullo versus Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I can't wait to see how this St. Louis team will go up against the nation's leader in blocks at like 300 or close to 300. The key to this game is, can St. Louis win the big man game, and can they stop Dennis Wilkinson from being hot? If they can do that, I got St. Louis, and I think they'll do that. Give me St. Louis over Georgia. Texas Tech and Akron.
Hold up. Sorry, guys, have to go.
All right.
Oh, okay.
See ya.
Yeah.
Texas Tech Akron. This one's definitely going to be a close game. But I think Texas Tech will get the win over Akron.
All right.
Alabama Hofstra. I know Hofstra's nickname is the Pride, but Alabama is gonna break their pride. Give me Alabama by butt whooping.
All right.
Tennessee versus the winner of Miami, Ohio, and SMU. I think Miami, Ohio will get the job done against SMU. Because I think, in my opinion, SMU is one shot away from not even being in this tournament. Give me Miami, Ohio over SMU. But I think this is where the magic ends for Miami, Ohio. Give me Tennessee over Miami, Ohio.
All right.
Virginia Wright State. Everybody's saying this has upset written all over it. I don't get why people are saying that. Give me Virginia over Wright State. Santa Clara, Kentucky. It's gonna be in my opinion, which Kentucky team shows up. You know, if we get the Kentucky team that we saw in the earlier parts of the year, I think this one will go to Santa Clara. But if we get the Kentucky that's been playing good these past couple of weeks, I would say Kentucky. This going to be close, but I think Kentucky will overpower Santa Clara.
All right.
Iowa State, Tennessee State. Give me Iowa State over Tennessee State.
Alrighty.
All right, what's that? Duke and TCU. All right, give me Duke over TCU. I mean, Duke is just too good at the moment. They cannot be stopped. And as much as I hate to say that, they just can't be stopped. St. John's in Kansas. This is going to be a tough one. I know if this happens, people are saying Kansas will win. But I think Rick Pitino has a much more experienced team than Kansas. Give me St. John's over Kansas.
Alrighty.
South Florida versus Michigan State. In my opinion, Tom Izzo got that team going good. At the moment, I don't see anybody stopping Michigan State. So give me Michigan State over South Florida.
All right.
And then UCF and UConn. I think UConn will soundly beat the Knights.
Alrighty.
Florida versus Iowa. Give me Florida over Iowa.
Alrighty.
McNeese in Nebraska. McNeese, McNeese has, like I said, more experience in March Madness than Nebraska has. I mean, last year McNeese made it to the second round. I think Nebraska's a good team, but I don't think they're ready for the second round. In fact, they're not even prepared for the second round and what to do. So give me another upset, McNeese over Nebraska.
All right.
North Carolina, Illinois. This one's going to be tough. As much as I hate to say it, I like North Carolina with all my heart, but I just got to take the Fighting Illini over North Carolina. Losing Caleb Wilson hurt them a lot. St. Mary's, Houston. It will be a good game, but Kelvin Sampson got that team going good. No, I don't think a lot of people are going to stop Houston, so give me Houston over St. Mary's.
All righty.
Arizona, Villanova. Give me Arizona soundly beating Villanova. High Point, Arkansas. Give me Arkansas over High Point. People going to call me crazy for this. I kind of looked at it a lot more in depth lately. AJ DeBance's on a crazy run, and I think he will continue this run and put the Cougars into the Sweet 16. Give me BYU over Gonzaga. Missouri and Purdue. Give me Purdue. Michigan, St. Louis. This one's going to be another good game, but I think Michigan is too much to handle for St. Louis. Texas Tech, Alabama. This is definitely going to be a game to watch. Losing Aiden Holloway is going to be the factor that hurts Alabama. Why are you even having all that stuff in your car? You got March Madness. This game is going to prove why Aiden Holloway is going to be such a factor. Was going to be a factor for Texas Tech. So not Texas Tech, Alabama. So give me Texas Tech over Alabama.
Alrighty.
Virginia and Tennessee. Give me Tennessee over Virginia.
All right.
And then Kentucky, Iowa State. As much as the people would love to see another match between Kentucky and Tennessee, it's just not going to happen. Give me Iowa State over Kentucky.
I will say, though, if it's Tennessee versus Kentucky in the Sweet 16, somehow I would actually feel kind of confident considering we always beat.
Next game is Duke versus
St. John's.
St. John's. This is going to be a good game right here. St. John's with a more experienced team. Duke with a younger but more explosive team. This one's going to be a battle. But in the long run, I think despite Duke's star power, St. John's experience will lead St. John's over Duke. Give me St. John's. Michigan State, Kansas. Michigan State, UConn. Give me Michigan State over. No, UConn over Michigan State.
All right.
Sorry, knees. This is where your run ends. Give me Florida. And then give me Houston over Illinois.
All right.
This is going to be a good game. Give me Arizona over Arkansas. Purdue over BYU. Michigan over Texas Tech.
All right.
And Iowa State over Tennessee.
All right. All right, Elite Eight.
Give me UConn over St. John's. UConn will get their revenge over St. John's again. Florida over Houston. Houston cannot get their revenge from last year. Purdue over Arizona. And Michigan over Iowa State.
All right.
Give me UConn over Florida. And Michigan over Purdue. For my national champion, give me Michigan.
All right. How many
I think
points?
that game will have 175 scored.
175. Crazy. All right. There's your Final Four, and there's your national champion. So, two of us picked Michigan to win the Natty, and the Nuclear picked Michigan.
Hold on, I cannot hear you on my side. I'm gonna leave and come back in real quick.
All right.
I can hear you now.
All right, but yeah, we both had Michigan winning the Natty, and Nuclear had Michigan State winning the Natty. So, like I said early in their video, BR Betting made a tweet that says no team since 1997 has won the Natty without being top 40 in offense and top 25 defense in Ken Palm.
Dang.
Here are the 11 teams who are eligible for the national championship, technically.
I know Duke is one of them.
Yeah, Duke, Michigan, Arizona, Florida, Houston, Iowa State, UConn, Michigan State, Gonzaga, Virginia. And can you guess who the last team is?
Is it High Point?
No.
McNeese, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
The last team is Tennessee.
Hey, that means I got a shot.
Yeah, we just need all the other 10 teams to get upset, and we'll win the national championship.
Oh, easily.
So, yeah, Wright State, I am on my knees begging. I need you to upset Virginia. Please. Please.
I mean, there is a chance. Wright State is known for upsets.
Yeah. I mean, they call it March Madness. Who knows? I think Wright State, honestly, call me crazy. I think they could do it. I think Wright State actually is a good team. I think Virginia will still win, though, but I think Wright State will keep it closer than what people think.
Yeah, Wright State's a pretty good team.
All right. I guess that does it for the predictions. I'll try to get this edited and uploaded it on my sports channel as soon as I can. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. You got anything to say, Alex?
Let the madness begin.
Right on. All right, guys, go Vols. Hopefully this is the year we finally make a Final Four. It's probably not going to be, but you never know. I mean, you never know. They call it March Madness for a reason. Maybe Tennessee, maybe Nate Ament wakes up and we go on a hot streak. I don't know. But, well, that's going to do it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.